Hi everybody, welcome to the show. We are kicking off the new Road to Nationals Week 1 and I have been joined by Erika Forslöf. How are you, Erika?
Nice. Thank you. I'm doing fine.
I've been working on my pronunciation, so I'll get it right.
Yeah, it's very good.
So Erika has joined us because we are now covering Sweden and the Swedish meta. So I'm looking forward to that. And Erika's going to help me pronounce the names because I'm going to struggle like I normally do. So Erika, you have had a fantastic calling. The ripple of excitement that went round after you made it into the top 8 was absolutely amazing. Like, it made it to me behind the curtain and I was like, oh my God, that's so cool.
Nice.
How was it feel? How did you feel? Top 8 beating Michael Feng? It was just really good.
Mind-blowing. I cried. I also heard Push the Point Hamish also said that he cried, so I left quite a bit of an earthquake after that winning in. I did not expect that to happen, but my deck just rolled my way throughout the last game, and it was amazing. And Michael Feng was super fun to play against. It was an honor.
Yeah, he's really friendly. I've never played against him, but meeting him and talking to him, he's a really nice chap.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get cracking. We are going to go to Ireland first of all. We'll start the party off with the Irish, as one would want to do. So this is 7th Dimension in Belfast, 16 players. This is the usual amount they will get for a sort of like a tournament. Their play scene's quite spread out, but mostly around Belfast and Dublin. Okay, so what do you think of this one? What do you think of the meta here?
I love the spread. Like, I love how the spread is everywhere now because the meta is so open and literally every hero feels like it can win and spike and RTN this season. So seeing that reflected in the meta pool, as you see now, is super fun to see.
Yeah, 2 new heroes making it into the top 4 picks. Arachne's reared his head, probably with coercive tendencies. So give him a go. But Bravo was definitely a big shout at the calling in Liverpool, and Dromai has always been quite popular too, because she's got the lovely tome nowadays. Right, so let's.
And Kasai and KO new from Heavy Hitters is also showing a lot, and people are trying out new builds. Kasai is a bit harder to build; she has so many roads to go. KO, he's just hammering down and just build a pool with as many 5s and 6s and 7s as you can, and you're probably a happy camper. So we see KO is ramping through a lot, but Kasai is still finding her perfect 60, so to say.
The thing is, it can be a bit weird. It can be a bit deceiving because when KO came out, Ukili Bender smashed Hartford battle hardened with him, but it's just like has he done a Dashio and just like peaked, won an event, and everybody goes, wow, we'll jump on the train, and then people are adapting quite quickly to to combat him. So we shall see how the meta pans out for KO, and can he sort of like build on the success that Yuki's done. But let's get on to the top 4. Okay, so the top 4, we have got Bravo with Jack Canty. He hates playing Warriors, and he plays Bravo. He played Bravo in the last season. Stephen Manning on Kano. Conor McGrath on Kasai, and his name is Tig Treacy. So Tig had to teach me how to say his name. So cheers for that, Tig. On Dromai. So the final, all these players obviously qualified. So the final was between Jack on Bravo and Stephen Manning on Kano. So Jack didn't get his favourite matchup of facing a warrior.
Nice.
What do you reckon? Bravo versus Kano.
I mean, depends. If it's on the Tunic build with only 1 AB, it's a tough matchup. But there's also Bravo rocking the 3 AB, so those have a little bit of an easier time. So it all depends on his build and if he prepared for the Kano to show up or not. But I think Kano has an up if Bravo is coming in with the 1 AB.
Okay, so I don't know. I can't help you out on that, but you've seen the show. You got to take your best punt. You are a Bravo player. Do you take 3 AB or do you 1 AB?
Nope. I disrespect my local Kanos really hard.
Oh dear. Okay, so who are you going for? Jack or Stephen?
I'm a Bravo pro, so...
You're going for Jack.
I'm rooting for Jack.
Okie dokie. Right. Unfortunately, Stephen Manning He was one of the 17 Kanos that won this week. So well done, Stephen.
Insane.
You have now made it into my little chart of legend for players who have won events. Well done. Okay, so we've got a pack opening. Always good with the pack openings. We've got 2. So the first one is the Judge Pack.
Still like, I would say maybe 300 or 400.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'll go ahead and open.
Whoa!
Relax.
No, that's recorded.
And also get a winner. I got let's go.
So we have a lovely sink below there. So yeah, it must be nice.
So pretty.
Yeah. That's some really nice cards going around. Shall we see what gold foil we're opening?
Oh yeah, that works way better. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Okay. And how do I get this?
So, yeah,
tear that again.
Tear that again.
Yeah.
And then it should be backwards in it, so you should be able to take it out.
Yeah.
And then
flip it.
Flip.
Oh!
That is a lovely one.
Nice. Nice hit.
Mask of the Pouncing Lynx. Oh my god, you'd love to see it. Yeah.
It's so scary opening those Judge packs though, because it's just one card in it, and like just ripping the pack and trying not to bend the card that is in it. It's super hard. So it's always scary opening those packs.
Must be nice to actually get one though. You're just like, right, okay, but it must be quite, you get that trepidation. Am I going to get the really big pull like the last season with Art of War, or you get the sort of like the pummel or something like that.
Yeah, they really nailed it with those Judge packs, and it's a super joy that we can enjoy that as well as judges, and it's a great recommendation for them.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so we're going to your neck of the woods, Mind Stage, Gothenburg, 20 players. You were at this one?
Yep.
Yep. Who were you playing?
I was on the Bravo.
So you were the most popular pick. So when it comes to Sweden, is Bravo always like a really strong pick, or sort of like does it fluctuate from sort of like around Sweden?
I mean, we have a group of Bravo mains that sits across Sweden, both in Gothenburg and Stockholm mainly, and they have been playing Bravo since I started playing this game basically, and they have not left that neck of the woods ever since, and just waiting for the perfect timing for Bravo to just smash the meta. And I think they are on a pretty good call now with this open meta, because Bravo has such a solid existence basically. He has great blocking capability, he has great disruption, and so he's always a fearful opponent towards any of the more aggressive decks and out there. So I think it's a good pick, and so we also saw that reflect in the top 4 as well.
Okay, spoilers. So were the Dories on Axe or were they on Dawnblade? Because there's a mixture now. Some tournaments is like all Dawnblade players, and some tournaments are great Axes. What did you see there?
So our Dory group was also like a tightly knit group, so they tested together. So they came to the conclusion that Dawnblade was the place to be. So we didn't see that much Decimator Axe, but Dawnblade was rocking the party there in Gothenburg this weekend. Is
that because of the new attack reactions from heavy hitters like Fatal, Engagement, and Blade? I would have thought Blade Fury maybe.
Yes.
Excuse me.
There's a lot of goodies there for Dorinthia, but yeah.
Yeah, sort of like Fatal Engagement is the new route. He's just like, oh look, now I can have 6 attack reactions you're going to hate. Right, okay, let's get on to the top 4, and you're going to help me with the pronunciations. So here we go. I'll leave it up to you, okay?
So we have 2 Bravos, of course. So 2 out of the 4 Bravos that entered also qualified for top 4. We have Armen Soleimampo and Stefan Persson, who made it into top 4. And we also have Henrik Dahlström on the Levaya and Magnus Wendahl on the Dromar. And Henrik was also one of the guys who beat me in the Swiss. So I'm super happy that he made all the way also to the top 4.
Nice. Have they won or have they won any sort of like skirmishes or pro quests around Sweden, or are these, what we're seeing is sort of like new players are kind of coming in and qualifying?
So Stefan, I believe, won a pro quest last season. So that was a bit of a while ago. But he won that one in Gothenburg last time around. Armin has been around traveling the world a little bit. So he has been top 32ing calling here and there. But that is his probably biggest achievements. And also, I think he qualified he spiked the road to Nats last season as well. So some great players here.
Yeah, brilliant. Cool. and we shall hopefully see these names come up again as we cover more of the Swedish meta. We'll become familiar with these names. So let's get on to the top two, the finalists. Heinrich on Levia and Stefan on Bravo. Obviously, you know the result of this because you were here, and you very kindly supplied the results. What was the match like? Was it close?
So I wasn't there. I was on my way to Oslo to play the RTN the next day as this match went down. But we got some really juicy details on the car on the way up, and there was a lot of back and forth. And we were, of course, cheering Henrik on because having a Levia, a little bit of an underdog type of hero to spike a tournament like this was super exciting. And so, it was a very exciting game, is what I heard.
Nice, brilliant. Little monkey trying to get through the door. Right, cool. Right, so who won? Here we go. Stefan.
It's the Bravo.
So what was the group chat like when he won?
Yeah, cheerful. I mean, Stefan spiked a ProQuest recently, so him now also spiking Road to Nets. He's very, very comfortable piloting new heroes. He piloted Icelander back in the day when his last won, and so now piloting Bravo, he is able to pivot really well into new heroes. So it was exciting to see that he was able to take it home.
Brilliant. Well done, Stefan. Well done. Hopefully we shall see your name come up again, whichever hero you choose to play in the future. So let's see the pack opening.
Ja, det här är min andra topotta. Vi mötte Dromaj båda. Droppat ut i parten båda.
Är det rätt håll nu eller är det fel håll?
Ja, rätt.
Ja, men hur man... Jag tror
nice.
Det är plus då.
So an Ironhide Gauntlet.
Yeah.
So not too bad.
Pretty good for the Bravo.
Yeah, and if he wants to go into commoner, it's nice to put some gold foils down for a commoner event. Why not? Sure. This is Bad Moon. So 32 players, Bad Moon Cafe in London. This is the first one in London that we've got.
Mm-hmm.
Always pulling a good crowd. So 5K.
Was 32 the max for this event, or?
Not normally for maybe for Bad Moon. Dark Sphere normally pulls in a bit more, but Bad Moon is a bit more compact. But they have a lot of sort of like gaming tables, you know, for like if you're playing Games Workshop games or sort of like other tabletop miniature games. But they do have a quite nice space, sort of like high tables for card games, and then they can spread out into the cafe if required. But 32 is around about their normal. But yeah, 5 KO. So they've embraced the way of the Yuki. 4 Bravo and 4 Kasai. So no Olympias, okay? Spoiler: no Olympias this week. It's all sort of like Kasai is the new warrior on the block, for sure.
Yeah.
One tech
except in Sweden where Dorinthia is main, but
yeah.
We haven't catched up yet.
No, well, you know, you may do. The thing is, sometimes it's let's see how they perform before we dip into a pool. You know what I mean? It's like we're seeing now, like you were saying, we're in such a good place for the meta that you will either get players which switch to the strongest hero or who they believe the strongest hero to be in the meta is, or you get people now which are class specific. And they play that throughout, like you were saying, Stefan. Sort of like hang on, I'm gonna cough. So sorry. You were saying Stefan sort of like bobbles between heroes, like he's done Icelander and a couple. Whereas, you know what I mean, you'll get sort of like certain players which stay on a certain class or a hero specific, which will do exceedingly well now.
Yeah. So I love to see the Tekla wasn't here.
Yeah, yeah. It's nice to see. It's nice to see the Dash or Dashio, I should say, because she's nowhere near as popular as Dash, and sort of like you know, the OG Dash is nearly allowed. So yeah, we'll see if Dashio can sort of like take a mantle when Dash goes.
Yeah.
So let's get on to the top 4. Okay, so we've got Alex Price. He is a Bravo main. He won an RTN in 2003. So well done, Alex. Samee Braben. He's got a calling Birmingham win under his belt for Icelander. ProQuest 4 as well. So Sammy's doing really well. Like I said, sort of like stick with what you know, and he's stuck with Wizard. Jack Raven's gone KO, and he has got wins for 2 ProQuest 3s. Normally, sort of like he's kind of like an illusionist player. Sort of like he was big into Prism back in the day. And Jamie Faulkner, he's got a Skirmish 6, a ProQuest 4. He won a Battle Hardened in Leeds prior to my record, but I remember that because he smashed my mate Mike in turn 0 with back in Viserai Skeletor days. It was like, yeah, that game's done. So that was, yeah, it was nice that my mate made it into the final, but Jamie, yeah, he taught him a lesson. Right.
Interesting to see him on Dorinthia here. It's usually a draw my main, right?
Yeah, it normally is a Dromai main. He's playing Dawnblade. No axes for Jamie. But yes, he is. He's played Dromai for about 2 years, I would have thought. So yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, would be interesting to know why he dropped her. But let's get into the final, okay? Samee Braben on Kano versus Jamie Faulkner, Dawnblade, Dory. What are you going for? Both are fantastic players.
Yeah, I know. Jamie Faulkner's a beast, and Braben, yeah, they both have good merits to their belt, right? Do we think Kano made it?
Kano, was he one of the 17 this week? He was. Well done. There you go.
Well played, Braben.
2-1 to you so far. Fantastic. Well done, Samee. Back to your winning ways. Fantastic win with Kano. So yeah, we'll see what you get to play in nationals, that's for sure. So Patriot Games in Sheffield, so we're going right up sort of like north of England. This is a really nice shop. It's kind of like an old sort of like industrial sort of like a workhouse. So you've got sort of like the main building where they play sort of like is a high roofed where it must have been sort of like quite industrial. It's probably where all the machines were, and then where the shop is, it's more office based. But their cafe is absolutely to die for. Their cafe is amazing. If you ever go, if you ever get the chance. 5 Levia. So yeah, this is the biggest pick for Levia this week for Patriot Games. 5 Bravo, so still a good pick. And we're also seeing popular picks for Dory and Dromai throughout this first week. Viserai's raised his head, sort of like there's a Riptide, but sort of like all the others is just like it's not massively represented, you know, especially the new ones.
No, because I think KO is a bit lower here.
How would you feel going into this field, knowing that basically Levia is sort of like as popular as Bravo?
It's not my favorite matchup as Bravo to play against Levia, so I would be scared. Also, I see 3 Prism. That is definitely not something I'm excited to see. But yeah, I think for this meta, I probably would pick something different if I knew beforehand.
Rob Catton was here with Prism.
There you go.
So he is one of them. So on to the top 4. We have James Tague. I don't know anything about James Tague, but he's playing Bravo. Ashkan Rashid Sanity, on the other hand, has got multiple top cuts in the UK. He's never actually won one, but he was one of the only undefeated players on day 1 of the calling in Birmingham, and he was also playing Katsu. I only ever see him playing Katsu. I can't remember him playing any other hero. Chris Chalk on Dromai, same as Ashkan. He's got into multiple top cuts, never won one, and he's been rocking Dromai for at least a year. Tom Phones, I think that's how you say his surname. Sorry, Tom, if I got it wrong. He's playing Dory. I don't know anything about Tom, but you've made it into the top cut, so I've got to start remembering your name. So this is our top 4. Also, Chris Chalk does vlogs for Cardboard Swords for big events, so go check that out. So yeah, he does nice little rundowns. Right, okay, but the final, Katsu versus Dromai. It's not a nice match. You know,
it's a rough one.
Yeah. So who you going?
The dashes are powerful against dash wings.
Oh look, 3 mask triggers.
Yeah, it's mean. I think Katsu got it.
Katsu. Right, cool. It is Katsu. Well done, Ashkan. Fantastic. First win on my records that I know of. Yeah, brilliant. And shows that you've been playing Katsu for a long time. Well versed in Katsu.
Nice.
I don't know what he opened. Yeah, I didn't find that out. Okay, so, but this is EH Gaming. This is further north than Sheffield. I drove here. I always said that I would go to EH Gaming to meet Ross. Ross is such a fantastic guy. I've had loads of chats with him on Discord. And sort of like, you know, when you finally get to meet somebody that you've been talking to now, this is my 3rd year covering the Meta Report. It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. He took such good care of me. I can't thank you enough. He makes this, I will call it the EH Gaming Club Sandwich Croque Monsieur, which is just amazing. Yeah, absolutely amazing.
All right.
So, yeah, the crowd there are really good. We had sort of like Adam Collins, which was the commoner winner from sort of like Liverpool, I should say, calling. Rob Catton was there. Lila Green was there. D-Funks was there. Sort of like Dean's is his first name, but he won the cosplay sort of like competition at Liverpool as well.
Oh, right.
They had the opening speech that Ross gave to give everyone in their community that turned up was absolutely amazing. Everybody was clapping each other's performances that they did in the previous week. It was really good, and sort of like, you know,
Nice.
the fostering of that community was fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Have fun.
Yeah, Scott. No, it wasn't Scott Mines. George Jones was there. So just like big UK players.
Gotcha.
What we've seen sort of like this first week is, especially with the ELO rating, you know, you have to have this overall ELO rating to get internationals. All the big players are still coming out. They're not hiding away and just going, I've already qualified, what do I need to do? It's just like people are actually showing that actually love the game and they're going to play regardless. So it's really good to see. Well done, everybody. Okay, so how do you feel about this one? 5 dash, and it was a combination of slab dash and sort of like I would say boost dash.
Okay. Yeah, we've seen a bit of an interest for the boost dash, especially in the American scene lately. And the pistol dash is still the one that I fear the most out of this world, and it's typically the one I face on a daily basis when I play Bravo into them. But again, KO and Kasai still represented. We have the Prism. We have a pretty good spread. There's always that one Kano. We can almost imagine that it's the same Kano that's just walking around everywhere, but there's always that one guy in the community that's playing Kano, so it's fun to see.
Yeah, well, they're doing well. The thing is with Kano, shifting a new meta, he comes out to play. Everybody just goes, it's really aggro, and he's just like, well, you're going to pay for that. And certainly the results this week globally, 17 wins for Kano has certainly, you know, shown that.
It's really good.
I did record this whole event, so you can check those videos out. They're coming. I tried to get the Teklevossen. He won the first round, and then he didn't win any. He didn't win round 2. So yeah, it's a shame. It would have been nice to show something a little bit different. Okay, so let's get on to the top 4. Okay, so a bit of a spoiler if you're waiting to see the videos that are coming out, because rounds 1 to 3 are out already. So Dan York on Bravo, he always plays sort of like Guardians. He was very much into Oldham. He's one of my patrons, so thank you so much for your support, Dan. Fantastic. Adam Collins, like I said before, he has won the Commoner at Calling Liverpool the week before on Dash. George Jones on Kasai. It's a new hero, but he's been absolutely slamming it on a popular online platform. He's got about 100 games under his belt, and it certainly shows when he plays. He's like really familiar with what he's doing. And Tom Gordon on Katsu. So and Tom's been playing sort of like Katsu for quite a while. So that's kind of like the rundown of the top 4. But the final was Dash versus Kasai. It's boost dash, okay? It's not pistol or slab dash, as some people call it. All right. How do you feel?
So Kasai has great blocking capability with the Valiant Dynamos that they can just cycle and throw their daggers and just reset the Dynamos to get one block back at it. I think Kasai should have one up through that. And there's good blocking capabilities on our cars as well, mostly 3 blocks running through and through. So I would guess Kasai has an up, but
Kasai.
Dash can be mean with the maximum velocity sometimes. It's a lot.
It was dash.
There we go. Cool.
And a spoiler for the final, Adam was very mean with a maximum velocity. It was horrible. It was just like, oh my God. Yeah, it's such a good match.
Nice.
Commiserations, George. George has switched from playing Lexi into Kasai. But he plays it really well. He only lost once going into the top cut. So he certainly knows what he's doing. But let's see the gold foil being opened. He says.
Yeah, go for it. You don't have to be so careful with this one.
It will come into focus at some point.
I was just going to say, this is potato can.
Yeah.
It's like kids. The first one you really love. The second one,
Flip or rip. Flip or rip.
Flip or rip.
Flip or rip.
We're not doing that.
Do it.
No.
Do it. Just focus. Go on. Give me a five.
Oh,
the seal doesn't matter so much.
Void. Imagine being void.
No claps. Wait until we see it. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a commoner card, is that? That's a good one.
I actually use them at Dash Common as well.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's
Nice. So that was Vest of the First Fist. Okay. Now this is Cole. He's the judge. And Cole, he hardly ever opens his judges packs. But he kept his ones from Liverpool, and he decided to open this one. So that was very kind of him. Okay. So this is Cole's judge pack.
There we go.
This can be just as good as the other one.
What do you want, Cole? What's in 3?
It's shimmering silk. It's the shimmering.
No, that's 4. Ooh. Chains? Okay. That's not too bad.
You're so pretty.
That's the good one, isn't it?
Cold foils are just stellar.
Yeah, it was really nice. When it came out, I thought he had one of those adjudicator cards. And I was like, oh. And it was just like, wow, yeah, I remember Chains back in the day. Flipping heck. That's a Runeblade card. Okay,
Blast from the past.
Yeah, indeed. Church of the D20 in Loughborough, 19 players. Darcy runs this shop, such a nice bloke. In between the rounds, he gives you credit. Gives you these little coins so you can play his arcade machine. He's got like an Asteroids arcade machine. And sort of like
nice.
he tries to get like a little tournament running on that. So that's a nice little touch he does. I would say sort of like the usual lot, sort of like but Dromai and Dory are kind of like single digits. Levia is kind of like ruling the roost here, with two Bravo trying to combat it, and 2 Dash. I don't know what the dashes were, but certainly Kasai is proving popular again, and this time we've got multiple victors in the shout. How would you fancy your chances in this one playing Bravo?
Better. Not a lot of dashes, but still the Levia is threatening a bunch. It's fun to see that there's so many Levia players out in the UK.
Yeah, I think at the minute people are taking what was perceived to be the strongest heroes, and Levia's now got a win under her belts for the Road to Nationals, so she's backing up sort of like what people were saying that she was going to be good into this meta.
Because I'm expecting more brute mains to maybe pivot into KO for this season, but yeah, it's fun to see that they're still holding their shots with the Levia plays.
Yeah, indeed.
And Levia also got some goodness with the wind-ups as well, so she's also happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, multiple attacks with the brute. Yeah, that's just scary. Nobody wants to. It's like they held that back with Bravo. You're quite happy when he's swinging for one, but one attack. I mean, not for swinging for one. It's not got a Kadachi, but it's still you're expecting 6s and then maybe something a bit bigger. But when brutes are sort of like kind of doing the same, but easier to sort of like string multiple attacks together, sort of like 6s into 7, like we saw with heavy hitters. It's just like it's not fun when you're on the other side.
Yeah, scary.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Top 4 time. We have got. Okay. And I'm sorry, my pronunciations are going to be really bad. Levia Yin Sian. I'm sorry. On Levia, Anton Sidmajeus, or on Dash. Noah Hicks on Kano. Now Noah, he always wins at Church of the D20. He's won 2 skirmishes events, skirmish 6, skirmish 7. You would say Noah. He's probably about 15. He might be approaching 16 now, but he kind of strikes me as he's got the potential to be the UK Brodie Spurlock. He is absolutely fantastic. He doesn't really travel far outside of Nottingham at the minute, but I'm pretty sure that when he gets a bit older, he's going to be hitting multiple events a season, and he's going to do very well at the big events. So it's certainly a name to look out for in Noah. Jason Rolfe, he's won Skirmish 6, Skirmish 7, and he is the top of the UK 90-day XP, and he's probably been there for over a year now. He just plays relentlessly. A fantastic guy, really friendly. But yeah, he's just heavily into playing Fab, which goes to show. And he's on KO. He's played OG Dash before. He was mainly an OG Dash guy, from what I can remember.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So the final is, the two big boys that made it into the top cut are fighting it out to take the prize. Okay, Noah on Kano and Jason on KO. Kano versus KO. Kind of sounds like
so similar names.
I had to double check and go, did I say that right? Kano versus KO. There we go. Right. Who are you going for? Quite a new matchup.
Yeah, I mean, Yuki showed the world that Kano is definitely beatable with KO in the finals there. So see if Jason can do the same.
Can Jason do the same? No, he can't. Noah took it with Kano.
Another Kano!
So 3 Kanos in the UK this week. It's just like, blimey. We'll see what he does next week. So well done, Noah. Noah Spurlock there. Just joking, Noah, but well done. Right, so let's get on to the meta map. Everybody loves the maps. Obviously, these are going to grow over time. Let's start with Sweden. There we go. Big Bravo over in Gothenburg. I had to, I had no idea where it was until I started doing the map, and I was like, blimey, Gothenburg and Stockholm, and it's just so far apart. It's crazy. Yeah.
3.5 hour train.
Okay. Okay. It's just like trying to drive it would be a lot longer then.
5 hours plus, something like that.
Nice. So it's like me going to Wales at the minute. So it's not too bad. Right. Okay. So on to Ireland. And there we go. I've got Stephen McKeever. Oh, ball bags. I thought I updated my map properly. Sorry, I put the right one on. It's Stephen Manning with Kano. I'll sort that out, Stephen. I'm really sorry. I kind of make a boo-boo every time, and I double check my work. I need to get somebody else to double check it. Let's go into the north of England. We've got Adam Collins there with Dash and EH Gaming, and Ashkan Rashid Sanity with Katsu at Patriot Games in Sheffield. And stay tuned to the channel because I'm doing the EH Gaming, and that's coming out. Should be all out this week. Into the middle of England, we have Noah Hicks on Kano, Church of the D20 in Loughborough. Well done. Right there, right in the heart of England, we have fire. And then in London, Bad Moon Cafe, Samee Braben with Kano again. So a bit of a Kano fest. But yeah, stay tuned. It's the first time we've had so many Kano win.
I'm going to be scared now for the Swedish CC that is going to happen this weekend.
Yeah, you better be packing 3 AB, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to look at my sideboard as we speak. It's going to be rough.
Yeah, indeed. Right, okay, so this is everybody who is qualified for Ireland. Well done, everybody. Stephen Manning, Jack Canty, Conor McGrath, and Tig Treacy. I think their nationals is about 32 players. So that should be most of them qualifying for their nationals, which would be really cool. Defending champion there is Dylan Thompson. Your national championship, there we go. Armin Solimanpour, is that right?
Yep.
Not bad. Henrik Dahlstrom, Magnus Vendel, and Stefan Pearson. How was that?
That's good.
Wow. Okay, I'm getting better.
There you go.
So well done, guys. 1 week to go. 3 events for you next week. So the calendar is absolutely rammed for next week. So take your pick. We'll show you where they are. This is everybody in the UK. I'm not going to read them out because it's quite a lot. So well done, everybody. And this will fill up in the next few weeks. But where can you play over the next few weeks? Okay, this is everywhere that I'm covering. So like I said, next week we've got Alpha Spell in Stockholm and Playoteket in Lund on the Saturday, and then on the Sunday you've got the double Dragon's Lair in Stockholm. So quite nice if you're doing an overnighter or you're from Stockholm. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. We managed to squeeze them into the same weekend to please everyone traveling in, so they can able to go back to back in the same weekend. So very nice that we could get that in.
Which is your local?
Alpha Spin.
Right, okay, cool.
It's the one I TO for, and I run armories every Wednesday.
Nice. And you're playing in both, are you?
Definitely.
Nice. Awesome. The ones in green are drafts. So Darksphere Gamers World in Dublin and Geek Retreat Bristol will all draft. And then Manaleak in Birmingham is draft as well. Okay, Dice Cup in Nottingham is CC. I did say that I was going to try and record there. I don't think I'm going to make it at the minute. Okay, so and it only gets busier as we go through. I will definitely be at Manascrew on the 3rd of where are we? March. Yeah, 3rd of March. Sorry. I had a bit of a brain freeze there. So yeah, I'll be there. But these are all that we're covering. I will bring down the conversion rate starting next week as the numbers start coming in with the increase in tournaments that are played. Okay. But lastly, we have a massive thank you to all the people that provided information. I can't do this without you. All the messages come on Patreon, and it's absolutely brilliant. So Pipu, Chris, and Jamie Lee, Kadachi Stan from Ireland, obviously yourself, Erika, for the Swedish updates, Steve Broder, Seb Ball, EH Gaming Ross, Colossus, James Armstrong, Grady from Church of the D20, and Chris Chalk. Thank you so much. If you want to support me, you can support me on Patreon. You can head on down there. My patrons: Andrew Rayner, Bolful, Mike Kerslake, Callum Dorling, and Daniel Burdock Latter. I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much for everything you do. Patreons get 10% discount off of by the same token. So all the tokens that you see when I record the games, that is from Ed from By the Same Token. He designed them all, so thank you, Ed. You get 10% discount off of Thistle Tavern, which is a Flesh and Blood singles retailer, so go check them out to get those missing Majestics or cold foils that you might want to snap up. And I've had something new to announce. I am now offering 10% discount off fab coaching with Shahmir Samee. So if you want coaching from Shahmir, you can get in touch with him on Discord, Pokelops, or Twitter, which is Shahmir_Samee. And you can I'll give you the code, and you can get your 10% discount from him. If you want to check out his coaching style, Finbar or Stilfer, he did a really cool video where he did some training with Shahmir, and they went through it. So I'll post a link there so you can check him out and take advantage of that excellent offer. So thank you, Shahmir, for joining. Erika, anything you would like to say before signing out?
No, this has been a pleasure, and I'm super excited to see where the meta is gonna continue shaking out for the remainder of the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so new. It's so new that it's yeah, you just got to watch out for those Kanos, I think, next week.
Yes, I think that would be wise.
Talishard's going to be Kano heavy, it's
great practice then.
Indeed. Righty, thank you everybody. Stay tuned for next week. Get practicing and secure those qualifications. Bye bye.